Why they put my chips in upside down? There's chips all over the bottom of the damn bag. Look at my bag of chips.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're La Vida Lopez, and
no, that's not how we're doing this. So we're La Vida Lopez YouTube channel, and this is our how we met video.
How I pulled her video.
You didn't pull me.
I pulled you like a shoestring.
Okay, well, anyway, how did we meet?
To start off, we went to 2 different high schools, and our mutual friend, we'll call him Jack. Call him Jack. He had gone to her school, and then
he actually went to every school in Sacramento, so yeah. And
then he went to my school, and then I was cool with them, and then like, you know, he was a cool dude, so started hanging out. And then he would want to go to the mall like every weekend. K Street Mall, Arden Mall, and K Street Mall ain't even around no more.
Is it? Well, anyway, we're all met up there. Well, I didn't know he was gonna have any. God damn. Damn, this table was like not even up. What if my shit just fell all over the place?
Well, at least we got it on video.
So we met downtown K Street, and like no one was even like that, like
near the escalator.
Yeah, by Forever 21, I think. But no one was even like on that type of hype. I was just, you know, we just all would go to the mall because there ain't nothing else to do.
I saw her and I was like, okay, she kind of cute. She had on clothes, and then like she was saying, she,
oh, of course,
her and her homegirl, or like regular clothes, her and her homegirl had went to Waterworld before, and then so she had like her bathing suit like under her pants, and then her bathing suit was kind of like peeking out a little bit, and for some reason like I noticed that and I thought I was kind of sexy or cute. I don't know why.
Cute.
I think because the pants were like a little low, and then your bathing suit was kind of sticking out, so I don't know. I mean,
because the bathing suit doesn't like fit under your clothes anyway. Then they were getting on me because I had those Chris Webber shoes on.
Them dadas.
Them dadas,
they were hella big. They were like, they didn't even fit you.
Wow.
And I think what made them look big too is you weren't wearing socks under them, huh? You were?
I would never be in the summertime with some tennis shoes on with no socks.
Ugh. So yeah, and I was like, them shoes do look hella big though. Like I was looking at them, and we used to like, I was like kind of flirting with her, like.
But he had a girlfriend though.
Buying trip, I was like, this new thing though.
No.
Like you guys know, at the mall, how there's usually like little chilling areas, like little like couches and stuff, like where people would sit down and kind of kick it. And I remember were we sitting like on a 1-person chair, like kind of?
No.
You were like on my lap or something?
No, no one was doing that. Well, we were on a chair. We were on a couch, that type little bench thing.
Sitting next to each other. But
no one was sitting on no one's lap.
All right. She was sitting. We were sitting next to each other, and then I was looking. This is how old school it was, before phones even had cameras.
I had a picture. I had a book
wallet
full of
with
wallet pictures in
like, do you guys remember that? I know that you older cats remember that.
1
like
hour photo.
Yeah, the wallets and stuff, and girls would have like the little purses with like the little clear plastic like pages, the little with 2x3 or something, 3x3 pictures. And then I was just looking at them, and I remember I was kind of like being a little flirty. Like she had some pictures, and then it'd be a picture of like her and her friends, and then I'd be like, ooh, who's that? And she'd be like, that's me. You don't remember that?
I do, but I didn't sound like that. I really didn't. That sounds so stupid. You're gonna have to get up and do it because it's hard for me.
I do gotta say though, I was like immediately, I felt this attraction to her. I think because she's like light skinned, she got like the Asian, I swear, like the Asian.
Lights? Don't say light skin, come on.
Well, you're light skinned.
But
and she had like, you know, her kind of Asian looking eyes. Like she looked exotic, like good hair.
The
like,
black community is gonna hate you because you said light skin. You can't be favored. I love all shapes and sizes, right?
Well, me personally as a dude, I thought she looked really cute. And I instantly felt this attraction to her. And I was just like drawn to her. Because I've never like cheated before. I've never like flirted with other girls while in a relationship. But with her, I don't know, I was just like drawn to her. I never crossed the line though. I never like asked for your number or like try to like kiss her or like say, let's just kick it, me and you. Like, let's go to the movies or something. I never crossed the line, but I peeked at the line. Like the line was right there, but I never crossed the line.
That was chapter 1. Chapter 2, we were just like, we were talking on AIM. We were talking on AIM,
and for all y'all who don't know, that's AOL Instant Messenger,
which is no longer like a thing anymore.
It doesn't even exist.
Nope. Hit me up on my sidekick too, and on AIM, and was like, hey, you know, what's up or whatever. This was a while back. Actually, it wasn't even on my sidekick. I would be on my sidekick, but I was on my actual big ass computer too. A big ass square computer, like the one that only came in one color, like that vanilla off-white color. And yeah, so I'm sure you kids don't know nothing about that, but they're like old ass big ass
computer
making, I know, I hate that commercial, making hella noises, like a big ass fan running in it,
getting
hella hot, taking up hella desk space. We had that little run on AIM, and he was like asking me what's up and that we should kick it or whatever. So I would slide through to his house and we'd be drinking some nasty ass MD 2020 and Parrot Bay sugary ass drinks, getting headaches.
She came through one time with some Parrot Bay that is it a liqueur? Because it's like hecka sugary.
It was like, all the sugar was like crystallized.
It crystallized on top, and like when you would open it, it'd feel hella gritty. It'd be like, and then like little pieces of like crystallized sugar would be like falling out of like the little threads for the top. Yeah, and we would drink that like we were just we were just kicking it like hanging out. Weren't we watching like Fresh Prince or something?
Yeah.
Watching like Fresh Prince, getting hella loud. And one time my parents called me like on the house phone or whatever and was like, you got a girl in there or something? Because this is like late night.
You were like, no.
I was like, no.
Yeah, he was on the phone for hella long too, but I like jumped into the closet though.
And was hiding in my closet. Like, ain't nobody gonna come in here. Like, my parents wouldn't barge in my room and be like, I heard Ivata's voice in here. So that kind of...
We still didn't tell your parents that. Now they know.
I know, I was gonna tell them too. I was like, remember that time that you
he was
called me?
He was like, should I say that at the wedding?
Now, it turns out that was Kelly. But, so we kind of did that for a while and then kind of just like stopped.
And due to the weather conditions, I think that's what did it. Because it was like hella raining and stuff. And
sorry, hella storming. I'd call her up and be like, come through, let's hang out. And then it'd be like hella storming. She'd be like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, come on, just come through.
Like, nah, hella raining, can't even see. Like, raining so hard the windshield wipers don't do shit. Like, no, I'm not going over there. But this is whenever I lived in Atomas though, and he lived in El Grove. So 101 gonna go back and forth like that.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Like literally opposite sides of Sacramento. To rewind a little, so that was like 2006, 2007 or whatever. Then for another couple years, like we didn't have no contact. Except one time, I did see her. I was hanging out with my homeboy.
Oh yeah.
We were hanging out in front of the club. Like that's what we used to do back then. Hang out in front of the club and wait for, you know, females to walk out or whatever. And then Kelly was like in some big old commotion. I don't know if she wanted to talk about her. Anyway, I saw her and I was like, Kelly, what's up? When she was like looking, I was like, what's up? It's me. I was like, let me get a hug. And then
one of those dudes, let me get a hug. Like ugly ass nigga, let me get a hug.
Hey, she gave me a hug though. A couple years later, still on AIM. This was like 2000, maybe end of 2009, beginning 2010. I saw her on AIM like And then I wasn't even like trying to holler at her, like get at her or anything. Like it wasn't nothing like that. I was like, damn, like there go Kelly. I haven't talked to her in hella years, so I just hit her up on name and I was just like, hey, what's up? You know, how you been? Like what you been up to or whatever.
This was whenever that movie Avatar came out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first one, because Hector asked me if I wanted to go see it, and I was like, why does he want to go to the movie?
Because I did want to go see it. Like it was like a phenomenon back then. Like it was hella big, and I was like, I want to go see it, but I don't want to go by myself. So I was like, well, let me just ask her, like, hey, do you know, you want to go? Like not even like as a date, but just you want to go see the movie.
Yeah, but I didn't know what to expect, so I was just like, no.
So she shot me down basically.
Just like, no, period.
Mm-hmm. And then it said doo-doo, remember? Like the door closed.
The door shut. The aim door shut like that. And then yeah. I signed into another screen name like
doo-doo or we would just, you know, be chopping it up. And then once I actually got to see like her personality and like know her like without just trying to get at her or anything, I was like, wow, she's actually, you know, a really cool person. And then again, I think too, I said, hey, you want to go get some lunch? Like just, you know, just go get some lunch. Not even, again, like not like as a date or anything. Like I didn't have no intentions. I was just want to, you know, catch up with an old friend and have some lunch. So we went to the Elephant Bar.
I said, the hell if we are.
I'd rather Benihana's.
She said, what's that for?
I said, for any drama. Now look, little mama, it's 9:45. I can't be out all night. I gotta stop when the song ends.
Okay. Oh. So we went to
Elephant Bar.
In Sac, not Concord.
And I was, I guess, breathing in her face the whole time.
He was like, why is this dude like, who eats like this? Like who breathes in and out that deep? And I was like, damn, he's like breathing in my face this whole time. Like
I didn't even know I was doing it because I was
hella
stuffed.
breathing.
I was stuffed and I'd be like, and I didn't even trip. And I guess I was hella breathing all
hella
in her face.
ill-mannered, trying to catch up with a new friend. Like that's gonna be your old friend in a minute. No, but I had to tell him like afterwards. I was like, you know, you were hella breathing in my face.
Once we're already like together and established, because I had no idea for years. Like,
but he still does it to this day. Like we'll be out and he'll just like be hella full and go.
But I try to be more mindful of it.
Like you don't breathe in people's face like that. Anyway, so yeah, he was doing that, and then he kept staring at me when I was eating. I did notice that you were hella staring at me. Like if I looked over, you would be looking at me, and then I'd catch you looking at me.
And what I do, look away?
Not like this, but you would be like looking at me. Like I can see you, but not like.
Well, we were, you know.
Not when we're talking though. Like obviously, whenever you talk to someone, you look at them, but. You were like, I would be eating and then you're looking at me.
I wasn't, that must have been like subconscious or something. Like I was subconsciously like attracted to you at that point or something.
Something, because you were staring at me every time I'd eat. I'd be like, damn. Like, not in a bad way, but just like, I picked up on that and I knew like he had to be somewhat attracted to me, because you don't stare at someone when they're eating if you didn't like them, or,
and then
or if I was eating like a pig, like you wouldn't just be looking at me.
We went to Elephant Bar, and then when we left, I was like, all right then, Kelly, like cool, like, you know, hanging out with you.
And he gave me a side hug. Who gives someone a side hug?
I'd be like, all right. And that was like my thing. I don't know why I would do that to like people, but instead of like a full frontal hug, I'd do like a half one when I kind of like go like this and like hug her, and I'd be like, all right then, a side hug.
That is so like not like, that's not, yeah, that's a friendly hug for real. Or someone who, I don't know, your body language was just turned away. It was like turned away from me, versus like, we went to Hooters for the second time, which to me I considered a date. I don't know, I did.
I think by then we're kind of like,
let's see where this is going, because I don't know if you go out again and you're just like talking. But yeah, anyway, so we really gotta like make sure this video is short, because there's stuff that he still doesn't know that went on, not in a bad way, but just like stuff in between. Okay, so it's just interesting. It's really interesting. No, nothing bad at all. So we went to Hooters, and that, you know, that really wasn't nothing much to talk about. We'll give her thing before she starts crying.
You were talking about how something that you didn't tell me, or
oh, well, I'm getting to that. So I had this phone. It was an HTC. I forgot the name of it. No, it was an HTC phone. Keep in mind that phone was slow. So we'd be texting back and forth, and then I'd go like 2 days without hearing from him, and I'd be like, what the hell? Like, I just text you. Like, why isn't he like getting back to me? But I wouldn't like be like, hey, what's up? Like, why aren't you texting me? I would just be like, oh, whatever. 2 days go by. And then, but this would be like frequently. So I'm like, why is he not texting me back when I text him, you know, after a while? Because then it's like I'm losing interest here and getting like,
he playing games.
Yeah, like, why are you playing? And then I would delete hella texts and hella pictures, and hella his text messages would be coming in like
and I'm over here like, what's up? Where you?
Yeah, it'd be like, sup, what you doing? Hey, like hella texts from hella days, and I'm like, he's been texting me every day, and like,
oh, did you say aw?
Well, I was kind of relieved, you know, like, you know, that at least he's not wasting my time or whatever. But my phone was making me think that he was like just playing around. Like, I don't know, we started to already have some kind of connection, you know. Of course I wouldn't be tripping off that if it was someone else, like that, you know, we weren't talking, but we already had something established. So I'm like, well, he didn't hit me up to see what I'm up to, you know, but he really would. And so my phone kind of like was playing games with me and like fucking me up. But so I did end up asking him to come to my apartment to have lunch, though. Because
she had just gotten an apartment or something, like.
Yeah, a couple months before we started talking. Actually, in February.
I had gone to your apartment before you had all that furniture.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't have any furniture, just my dining room table, because and this was at the Lofts in Sacramento, in Natomas. I lived at the Lofts. And remember, I made spaghetti, but I made hella spaghetti, put hella like hella spaghetti on his plate. A
big ass
I'm not
plate
even joking.
Of spaghetti.
Like it was literally like,
mountain.
Here's the plate and here's the spaghetti, like that high. And it was
hella
a big
spaghetti.
Ass plate, like,
and just spaghetti,
big.
No like sides, no.
Was there garlic bread?
Or like I'm talking about on the plate, like it was just a big old plate.
Well, you don't have spaghetti with a side. It's just spaghetti. So, but it was a huge ass plate of spaghetti, like a mountain. And I was watching him eat.
A big ass plate.
Actually, it wasn't. Was it spaghetti or
it was spaghetti? No, it was spaghetti.
I was expecting him to have a bigger appetite than what I normally do, because I can eat my whole big old plate, because that's what I'm used to on my mom's side. But I made a plate bigger than that, and it was hella big, and I was looking at it like, damn, I put hella spaghetti on his plate. And then he was like looking at me and then eating it and going and like taking breaths and eating and sweating and stuff. And I'm like, dang, I said, is that a lot? You needed to go box. And he was like, this is a lot. Like, this is hella spaghetti. Like, he was not putting a dent in it at all. It was a mountain full, and I was like, dang. It's like, I don't know. I didn't want to not give him enough, and I didn't want to give him too much, but then I ended up giving him way too much.
The first time she like made me some food like that at her apartment was opening day. Like, I left to go watch the Giants in 2010, their 2010 season, like the first game of the season. And then they ended up going, like, you know, they would eventually go on to like win like the three World Series in 5 years. And that first one was in 2010. So I was like a little good luck sign or something.
Didn't get a first kiss for like 5 or 6 months, which is fine. But it was like
we were just really like friends. Whose idea was it to go to JJ's? Because I think that was coming.
I think that was JJ's fish.
Well,
and
obviously,
chips
like
was
I ain't never
new.
been to JJ's, so.
But JJ's fish and chips was like new still, so I think we kind of both wanted to try it out. That was the last time we've been there too, because it doesn't really have that much flavor. It's just fried.
It was like in the hood, and I thought like, oh, it's like a fried fish place in the hood. Like this is about to be hella good.
It was okay.
And I got like a shrimp. I remember there being shrimp, and then I'm thinking like catfish or something. Yeah, and then it wasn't even good. Like it was just hella fried taste.
It wasn't nasty,
tasting.
but it was just like no like
flavor. Like yeah,
know.
nothing that made you ever want to come back, because we obviously never went back.
Whenever we were parting ways,
it was by that 7-Eleven.
I was like, okay, did a little side hug, and then he didn't
let
go.
Pulled you in and said, and I gave her a kiss. Sealed it with the kiss. It was a good kiss too. That wasn't like awkward.
It was an official kiss.
Or she didn't try to like move, or what was that MTV show like? Can I kiss you now?
No.
First
no,
kiss
it just
and all
happened,
that.
and then
I basically was a man about it and just took her and
kissed me.
Gave you
and
a
that
good
was
smooch.
That was like, because we were kind of talking. Yeah, it was like 5 months, almost 6 months into talking, and then after that, I was like, oh. Giddy and stuff, butterflies.
I mean, I remember I texted my homie too, and I was like, I kissed her.
Wow. And so I had to use the bathroom hecka bad, but I went to Taco Bell down the street. Why did I use the restroom? And I thought I locked the door, and it was a one-person restroom. Like there was no stalls. Yeah. So I went in there, and this little girl, she was maybe like 12. She opens the door while I'm like squatting, like, you know, you don't sit on the toilet. So I'm like squatting, like trying to hold myself up and using the toilet. Number one. And I was like peeing. And then she opens the door hecka wide, and I can see people like sitting, like eating their food and stuff. And they're looking straight in at me. And I'm like squatting. I'm like, I said, shut the door. Shut the door, shut the door. And she's like, oh. Sorry, like hella slow, and shuts the door hella slow, and I'm like, oh my god, like why? But it just kind of didn't bother me because I was still thinking about that kiss. You know, I didn't meet his family for a year. Like we never really.
I think when we were already going to like Mexico, my family's like, who's this girl you going to?
Did they say
Mexico? Something like that. Like, are we gonna meet her? Like. You guys are going to Mexico together. It sounds serious.
I ended up moving out of my apartment because it was an income base and I was making too much, and so I was gonna have to leave anyway. Moved back in with my mom and my 2 little dogs, and just basically told Hector, well, what did you want to do? And this is like further down.
Couple years. When
yeah,
2012. You guys seen the vlogs. The people that are followers who
from throwback.
From like the first couple of vlogs how we were living. And if you want to check it out, it's like just, you know, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and that's the house that, you know, our first little house that we rented together.
Yeah, and that was in Elk Grove, and then now we're here with
Baby Isla. Different dogs, different people.
Different dogs and new cars. And yeah, that's about it. But
so that's pretty much how we met. Oh, and that was to high school, so I was like, what, 17 or something?
Yeah, I was 15 when I met him, and he was 17. So
almost 18. I was 18 and you were 14.
No, I was 15.
So what were you, a freshman?
15?
Or
yeah.
So I was a senior.
Yeah.
And you were a freshman.
Yeah.
And I had to do the 8th grade again, so I would have been like a college dude.
A college dude?
And not because I'm dumb, because I used to ditch a lot of school, and so I had to go. They sent all the kids who didn't pass in my, I know I'm just rambling now, I'll probably cut this part out. But all the kids in like the middle schools in my school district down in the Bay Area, all the kids who didn't pass the 8th grade, they put them all in this like one little portable at like this school that was like for bad kids. And then it was just all the bad kids, that made me even worse. But anyway, and then that's another thing too, is that because I had to go to the 8th grade again.
That is rambling.
No, I'm bringing it all back because since I had to do the 8th grade again, a couple years later, I ended up moving to Elk Grove with my family. And the high school I went to, Franklin High School, the year I moved, it was just freshman, sophomore, and junior year because the school had just opened. So if I never flunked the 8th grade and I would have moved up here, you know, I would have ended up moving up here anyway. I would have moved up here as a senior, and I wouldn't have gone to Franklin. I would have gone to Laguna.
And he wouldn't have met our mutual friend.
And I would have met my homie Jack, who we'll call our homie who we'll call Jack.
He don't need no name.
Well, anyway, yeah, like I would have never met him, and if I would have never met him, I would have never gone to the mall with him and meet my wife and, you know, the mother to my beautiful child, the beautiful mother to my beautiful child. So me fucking up in school and ditching and being hella bad was actually good, because that's how I met my baby.
Yep. And so that's our how we met video. Real quick, we also wanted to announce that we have real internet now, and it's actually really fast without getting too lengthy about it. So we are going to be uploading more and more videos a lot frequently, and I want to announce that I'm pregnant again. No, I'm playing. I want to announce that I want to do a giveaway because there's so many of you mothers that comment on my natural birth video, and I just didn't know how many people would see the video and actually be inspired to do a natural birth if possible. And a few of you have been checking back in with me, telling me how your birth went. So I really appreciate you sharing that with me, and I comment, or I respond to all your comments and see you talking to me. So I'm gonna do a giveaway for mothers. It doesn't have to be a newborn, so I'll get into details about that, but I wanted to just announce that. We will talk to you guys in the next vlog or video. This is Vida Lopez checking out. Like and subscribe.
Hit that bell button so you can get notifications.
All right, peace.